Welcome to Human Services Stories, Management, Customer and Staff Voices. I'm Clinton Lewis, and I'm glad you're here. This show is about the people behind the work, the managers, the staff, the customers, and communities who care, support, and help one another move forward. And this episode is called The Work is a Work. This is what we do. If you work in human services, you already know the phrase, well, the work is a work. It doesn't come with a perfect script, it doesn't guarantee smooth days, and it doesn't promise quick fixes. But it is real, and it is necessary, and is not impossible. You may have days when all of this feels too heavy, or it feels confusing, or frustrating. You may feel like policies are too stringent or tight, timelines are too short, or people are too hard to reach. But in the middle of all that, I want you to remember this and hear it clearly. You are not in this alone. Children and families are counting on you, and you are not only capable of doing this, this is what you are hired to do, what you are trained to do, and what you are trusted to do. This is what we do. The phrase is, this is what we do, is more than just saying it. It's a mindset. It means when it is hard, you still show up. When it is messy, you still stay engaged. And when it feels like you're carrying too much, you still follow through. Human services work is tough decisions, emotional conversations, and tight deadlines, and a weight of responsibility of children and families. You're not expected to enjoy every minute of it, but you're expected to be steady, consistent, and committed. And when you choose to keep doing the work, even on the hard days, you're living out what is this profession, and what this profession is really about. They're counting on you. The children and families you serve are counting on you to complete the assessments, attend meetings, follow up on plans, and make thoughtful, timely decisions. Their lives and well-being are depending on you and depending on it. That may sound like a lot of pressure, and it is, but it's also a powerful reminder of your purpose. You're not there to make a perfect impression, but you are there to provide safety, connect people to resources, guide families through crisis, and help children feel seen and supported. Every time you do your job, even when it feels thankless, you're impacting someone's future. That is both a responsibility and an honor. You are a capable, trained, and supported individual. When doubt creeps in your mind, remind yourself of the truth. You're capable, knowledge, and a trained professional. You spent years preparing for this. You have learned policies, you've learned procedures, and you know the best practices. You know how to listen well, document accurately, and follow safety protocols, and work within department standards. And remember, you're not doing this alone. You're surrounded by a team of dedicated and capable professionals who are there for support, guidance, and assistance. Your supervisor, your manager, your coworkers, and your network are all part of a support system. When you feel overwhelmed, ask yourself, what can I lean on in my training to help me with? What can I ask my team for help on? Or how can I use this structure instead of fighting against it? You don't have to carry everything yourself. You just have to stay focused on your role and keep doing the work. Let's take a look at successful outcomes within the system. The work is a work, and part of the work is meeting your department or agency standards. Those standards are not there to punish you. They're there to protect children, families, and your own accountability. When you follow the standards, your documentation is clearer, your decisions are safer, and your supervisors have the information they need, and your team can support you more effectively. When you combine that consistently with your heart and your skills, you create conditions for successful outcomes. Successful outcomes are not always big celebrations, easy wins, or dramatic changes. Sometimes they look like a child sleeping in a safe home because of your work, a parent who finally gets the support they were too afraid to ask for, a family who stays together because the right resources and visits were in place, a young person who feels heard for the first time. These out, those outcomes are built on your follow through, your attention to detail, your refusal to give up, even when things got hard. This is a coaching moment called Say It Out Loud. Here's a short coaching moment you can use anytime you feel discouraged or overwhelmed. Please say it out loud or in your heart these sentences. The work is the work. It is challenging, frustrating at times, but it's not impossible. The children and families I serve are counting on me to get the job done. Their lives and well-being are dependent on it. I am a capable, knowledge, and trained professional with a team of dedicated professionals who are there for support, guidance, and assistance. And lastly, I'm here to create successful outcomes while meeting the department and agency standards. This is what we do. Practice saying those once a day or even once a week. When the weight feels heavy, let it be a reminder that you belong in this work and your effort matters. Thank you for listening to Human Services Stories Management, Customer and Staff Voices. If you found this episode helpful, share it with someone who might need to hear it this week. Remember, this work is real, it is challenging, and it is important. You are capable, supported, and trusted. When you stay committed to the work, you help create successful outcomes for the children and families who depend on you and people you serve. This is what we do, and you got this.